back to my channel, and today I just want to give a little bit of an analysis, rather a post World Championship analysis, and let's look at the results. I'll start from the semi-final round onward, since they are all the medalists here. And if you look at the semi-final results, the clash between the Indonesian doubles, men's doubles, and this is actually quite kind of a surprise to me because I was rooting for Fajar Alfian and Rian Arianto to make it to the final, and I was actually expecting the Alfian and Arianto to face off with the reigning world champion Hockey and Kobayashi, but unfortunately that pair was actually defeated by Ranki Reddy and Shetty, who in turn was defeated by Aaron Chia and So Yik. So it is really interesting. I've actually watched both of these matches, and all I can say is that for the first match, the Daddies actually played really well, uh, much better than when they were actually playing in some of the World Tour tournaments this year, and probably they have something to defend, which is their undefeated run in World Championship. But and as you can see, they really played. I mean, especially Hendras Tiawan, he has been playing some really smart placements on court, and that is probably the difference between the Daddies and the red hot Alfian and Adianto pair. And for the other match, Aaron Chia and So Yik has I think 5-0 head-to-head record against the Indian pairs coming to this match, and probably that might have given them a little bit of a mental edge. And when we but still, it was a really thrilling and entertaining match to watch. It was a really close encounter, and the match could go either way, but eventually the Malaysian pair managed to keep their winning streak, their clean sheet over the talented Indian pair. So that would be for the men's doubles, and for the women's doubles, we see the top seed just keeping up with their superb form, just trouncing the former world champions from Japan with a comfortable straight set win. Um, and they will be facing the fourth seed from South Korea, who actually played really well. Kim and Kong, I think they have recently had a minor slump in their performance, especially in the Southeast Asian League, whereby they didn't really produce good results, I would say, by their standards. But in this World Championship, they really did a good runoff. I think in the quarterfinals, they have managed to defeat the another up and coming Japanese pair, Nami Matsuyama, I think, and Chiharu Shida. So that was a good win for them. In fact, it's a straight set win. And against the second Thai pair of Tita Supajiraku and Sapsi Teratanachai, this was another very close match. And as you can see in the deciding match, it was actually 25-33. So kudos to both pairs, but especially Kim and Kong. And so they will be facing off with the Chinese top seeds. And then for the men's singles, we have Kunlawut Witisan, the 3 times World Junior champion, who had a close first set encounter with Zhao Junping, who, as we all know, has actually upset the Li Zijia from Malaysia, the reigning Asian champion, in a very entertaining and thrilling 3-set match. So But if you look at the second set, Kunla would just demolish Zhao, and this shows that how much we really need to respect this young talent from Thailand, and he will be up against none other than Victor Axelsen, who has also dismantled every single opponent that he has played so far, including Cho Tian Chen. For the sorry, there's a mistake here. We can just ignore this repetition. For the mixed doubles, we have Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino, who has destroyed a surprise semi-finalist from Germany, Mark Lampers, and Isabel Lohau, who has secured the first ever World Championship medal for Germany in the category of doubles, right? Which means including the men's doubles category. And I think they have created a major upset where they have defeated the reigning world champion from Thailand, Sapsirita Thanachai and Poranako, in straight sets, if I'm not wrong, but facing an informed Utah and Arisa, too difficult for them. And they will be up against, as expected, Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiao, who have been pushed to 3 sets by their counterpart. I really didn't expect this to go to 3 sets, but this actually means that Wang Yiliu and Wang Dongping has slowly regained their form, and it will be interesting to see how far they can go in the Japan Open. For the women's singles, I wouldn't say there is any much of a surprise because, as you can see, the top 4 seats are actually occupying all the semi-final slots. And the clash between Chen Yufei and Tai Tzu-Ying, it is always a very close encounter with, as you can see, it is always 3 sets, and this round it is Chen Yufei who has the upper hand against Tai Tzu-Ying. I guess fatigue and physical fitness is in favor of Chen Yufei. As you can see in the 3rd set, Tai Tzu-Ying has been rather struggling, and in fact in the 2nd set she didn't even went all out to retrieve all the shots. So I think the only difference here is in terms of stamina and physical fitness. Akane Yamaguchi, in red hot form, defeated An Se-yong. So I'm sorry that I've truncated the scores, but Akane Yamaguchi, it is really a great comeback for her, considering her relatively poor performance in the Southeast Asian League, and Akane Yamaguchi is definitely the strong favorite heading into the finals. And when we look at the finals, first off, let's congratulate the first ever world champions for Malaysia, Aaron Chia and So Wee, who has played brilliantly. They kept to their nerve, they managed to control their nerves, and eventually they have the upper hand in terms of the speed, in terms of the physical fitness. I think at the beginning of the first set, they were struggling a little bit with the smart placement by Hendra Setiawan and quick drive from Asan. But eventually, once they have managed to, I think they clawed back from the 5 to 6 points deficits at one point. And then once they managed to secure the first set, in the second set, they played really smart. They just play longer rallies, wear off the daddies, and eventually that paid off. So kudos to Aaron Chia and So Wee, the first ever world champions from Malaysia. And the second match, we have the Chinese top seeds who, as expected, just have another emphatic win, I would say, against the 4th seeds, especially in the second set. But again, kudos to Kim and Kong for having rediscovering their top form, I would say. It will be interesting to see the performance in the next week's tournament in Japan Open. Victor Axelsen, I think needless to say, completely destroyed everyone, including Kunlavut. It's not that when you look at the scoreline in the first set, it's not that Kunlavut played badly. No, actually Kunlavut managed. He managed to keep up with Victor in most of the rallies, but the only thing is that Victor is simply too good, right? I don't think there are many players who can actually even challenge Victor. Probably many would argue that Li Zijia might be able to challenge Victor Axelsen, but the problem with Li Zijia is his consistency, and this is really true because he still struggle against many of the other players. But if he can really make it to the final stage, I think he would be very pumped up to give Victor a strong win, a strong fight for the money. Yep. And clash of the women's singles, Akane Yamaguchi in red hot form. Again, I think I wouldn't use the word dismantle, but it is quite a comfortable win over the reigning Olympic champion Chen Yufei. So kudos to Yamaguchi for having successfully defended her World Championship title won last year. In fact, I think it's the only defending champion who has managed to defend their title. The last match of the day, we saw Zheng Siwei and Huang Yaqiong. Again, I think I would say they're just a class above the rest. I mean, a few classes above the rest and a class above Yuta and Arisa. We can see how frustrated was Arisa. I think she really couldn't provide any answer to Zheng Siwei's strong smashes and Huang Yaqiong's aggressive pressure from the front. So there you go. We have 2 gold medals for China and 1 each for Malaysia, Denmark, and Japan. So as always, thank you for watching my video, and hopefully that if you are just like me, great fan of badminton, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any comments, please do so in the comment section below. Thank you.